Have you ever watched Scrubs?
Next week instead, if people want to go today.
I could go.
I feel like I'm just not prepared enough for this, to be honest.
Well, I mean, I said last week to make sure that you were.
I know, I'm sorry. I
prepared.
just have a lot going on right now with all other classes and like other personal things that I just don't feel like. And like honestly, I don't know, cause like I went online and looked up stuff for prank, and I just feel like I don't know what angle to take with it, because it's like it's just a whole bunch of like people doing asshole moves on the internet.
Well, number one, that's your job to kind of put that together. And number two, I reminded you last week, and everybody's busy.
I know, and I don't want to make excuses for myself. I just feel like I don't want to waste your time by like bullshitting everyone in front of the class.
But, I mean, look at this up here.
I know, and that's why I feel like I shouldn't present, because it's like, it's a waste of everyone's time.
That's not good, Cassie. Can I talk to you a second?
Yeah.
Talk amongst yourselves.
Joanna, I like Chaz Bono on my Facebook for you.
Really?
Yeah.
Are you guys getting
Every time I hear Chaz Bono, I don't even, I'm like, that's horrible.
Have you ever seen the episode of Scrubs where they talk about advertising publicity?
Why are you videotaping
it's like
this?
two
I was
very
video-
you videotaped
great
that whole
advertisements
thing?
for the-
Never seen that.
It's
I was videotaping
hilarious.
everything, okay?
Hilarious.
I personally have my entire life on videotape, so.
I videotaped your
I didn't
presentation
see it. I'm so
and
excited. I
hers.
saved it.
Brendan, this is unrelated.
By the way,
I heard second time this week, people having sex on our floor. Like every time I need to hear the finish. Every time.
Wait, what?
Oh my god.
Oh my god. What? What is that?
This sounds like dorm life.
Yeah,
Oh,
but
it's great.
but it's better because it's hostel life, so it's with older
It's
foreign
ethnic.
people.
And you're yeah.
Yeah, that's cool.
Anybody want to volunteer to go? Cassie's gone. You go ahead.
Yeah, Adam?
Yeah, woo!
You've all been pranked!
Look for a second.
I'm the prankster!
Shit!
So anyways, you guys believe it? Yeah.
They were totally
You guys
into
believe
it.
that I'm a big asshole like that?
Nice.
That's what we all think of you.
Were you in on that the whole time?
Of course.
Yeah, my heart racing.
Oh man, good.
That was so good. You did a beautiful. Oh my god.
So good.
Okay, so I'm doing prank. And I created this character who's called the Prankster. And I'm gonna like, I don't know, for the final I plan on like doing all these pranks to people, but the prankster's like a really lame prankster, and like, I don't know, you guys will see, but that's the whole
There's so much tension in the room right now.
I know, it got so quiet, I feel really, really bad.
Everybody was like,
just like, shit.
Yeah.
But yeah. Psych! Got you!
Nice.
Okay.
That's like all rotation.
Yeah, that's it.
That got so serious.
Sorry. But anyways, sorry everybody. So
That was-
I have prank. And
sit down, you're good.
Yeah.
Sit down.
prank is defined by the dictionary as a mischievous trick or joke, especially one in which something is done rather than said. So like a practical joke, the thing that's practical about it is that there's something like physical involved, whether it's like the bucket of water that falls on someone's head or like the fake vomit or whatever that is, opposed to a joke that is like told or like witty or something like that. And so I started to categorize these into 8 categories. And the first is pranks that involve like physical or pain. So that would be like where you offer them the gum and it like mouse traps their fingers. Jokes that involve props, so like the fake vomit. Fear or shock, jumping out at them from a hidden location. Mistaken identity, or so like a disguise, or the whole like when a substitute comes in and you give them like the fake name, like Seymour Butts, that's called like a gag name. There's hoaxes, which is more like on April Fool's Day in Copenhagen, they like, here I can send this little picture around, that's the bottom one. They like made it look like their train system had like crashed. And so it's like this big hoax where they have these pictures of like, it looks like their city just got tore up by it. And then there's vandalism or like hacks. So like MIT has like a really big tradition of like doing these hacks. So like they have this big dome, and once they made it look like R2-D2, or like for when Lord of the Rings came out, they like put a big ring around it. MITs are usually
They put a fire truck up there.
nerd related. Yeah, they put like cars on buildings. Or like the vandalism, like I'm from Shoreview, Minnesota, and like forever there was like this big battle of people would go and rip down the S, so it said Horeview, and then like eventually it led to people like putting W's up, and they kept changing the sign so people couldn't like alter it, but like people kept getting around it. I don't know, I'm from a really small town, so it was a big deal.
That's nice.
Yeah, and then I put flash mobs, like, cause that's kind of a prank too in and of itself. No one's really like getting hurt, or no specific person is usually the target, but like it's still kind of an unexpected little trick thing. So here's a video. This is from, so like pranks are actually in media a ton. There's all those shows that they start off with, and Jackass is like a really big example of that. So here is a video I wanted to show you.
Punked scare tactics.
Yeah, Netflix Instant doesn't have like any of the actual ones. This is from their like Jackass 2.5. So it's like not the best example that they have, but you'll see.
Turn it up.
Tilt it up. Tilt it forward.
Oh my gosh, I can't see when you turn it that way. Just thought I'd complain to everyone else.
I know, me too.
Okay, the volume's not so great.
Remind myself it's okay, yeah.
Well, we can watch this.
He's not even phased.
Man, he's got to be as high as crap right now to jump up.
Yeah, so 3-6 Mafia and the second one, like, we're involved in all these pranks that they did and stuff. This is just their own show. Hold on a second.
I like these guys.
Racist, John.
Ew.
Yeah. He's gonna get him with the pea gun.
Oh no.
I wish I could fit in things.
Oh god.
Well, I thought you were gonna chill the pee. Okay, this is better.
Oh,
What? Oh, okay.
The
they
frank
don't-
water
Oh
cooler,
my
I get
gosh.
it.
Okay, because he just like sank.
Wait, so he peed in that?
In the water bottle.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
How long would he use in there?
Definitely got it in his mouth for sure.
That's disgusting. I would reach so quick. Literally.
I'm not a one for jokes.
The guy looks like Jack Sparrow.
Kid Rock had a baby.
Yeah. Exactly what I was thinking.
Oh, it's so disgusting.
Oh, he's coming to get him.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. That's right, wee man. Have a little of that, wee man.
Is that wee man?
I would just whip it out and pee.
Dude,
on
he
him.
filled that thing.
Jesus, that's so disgusting.
It's sterile.
Okay, so yeah, you get the general idea. You can watch the movies.
I like their
Better
background.
Examples. But yes, I feel like, I don't know, for me I have kind of a mixed feeling on pranks because I think they're funny to watch, but also it kind of depends on who you're pranking and like the context, because a lot of times like I watch them and I laugh, but then I'm like, I just feel like a terrible person for laughing. Because, like, if you were in that position, you'd be like, what the fuck? You're spraying piss at me? Like, who would find that funny?
Well, even just now, like, when we went in the other room, you were like,
I know, I felt so bad. Yeah, I felt so bad because, like, you guys, that was such an awkward thing for everyone to go through. So, I think yeah.
I wish.
We all thought you were an awful person.
Yeah, I was
You're
like,
not the kind of person who would get that
I was like,
mad.
This
For
is
a
so.
second when I heard Adam, I didn't hear you announce Adam, but I heard everyone clapping, and I was like, are they clapping because she told them I had to go talk to Adam? That would be a terrible review.
You come
Yeah,
in.
Cassie sucks.
Like, I just find out that way that everyone hates me.
No,
But anyways,
blowback.
You should have heard the things people were saying while you were
guess so.
gone. It's all on tape.
But so I feel like, but the thing about Jackass, I think Jackass honestly is like one of the most brilliant things that has been created in a long time. Because I think, I don't know, the thing about it is that they usually only prank each other, and they themselves are such characters, like, they are such jackasses, and they're so, like, trashy and just, like, these rock star guys that it suddenly feels okay to kind of laugh at them, because, like, you watch them, like, ram their face into cement walls and do all this stuff, so it almost, I don't know, it kind of puts on that persona that you feel okay to laugh at them. And then on top of that, like, one reason I think Punk'd went so well for a while, not that Punk'd is that great of a show, but was because he was taking down celebrities. So it's like when you see a celebrity losing their car, you're like, well, they can probably buy like 4 more right now. Or when you see them like react in a different way than you're used to seeing them, there's something kind of awesome about that. So yeah, I think that's all I want to mention. Yeah, but that's good.
How do you think it can be used politically? I mean, and that might not be a question that you have an answer for at the moment, but I mean,
Well, here's a great example. In 1910, there's this thing called the Dreadnought hoax. I don't know if any of you have heard of that. So this guy, Horace de Vere Cole, tricked the Royal Navy into showing him their flagship, the HMS Dreadnought. He convinced them that like this Ethiopian like group of princes demanded to see it. So he and his friends, one of which was like Virginia Woolf, dressed up in blackface and turbans, and they hired an interpreter, and they came in and talked gibberish and like demanded to see this boat, and they all like treated them like royalty, and they like played like Ethiopian music and like treated them like gods.
That's so
and then
funny.
later they revealed, and it was like this huge problem where the military like was just made assholes of, but they made this huge point that like how easy was that to just get onto their warship. So it's kind of funny, and then like I guess they like made up this fake language and they kept saying like bunga bunga. This is really racist and terrible. But then like when the actual Ethiopian like prince came, some kids would like run up to him and be like bunga bunga, and like for a long time they had this weird inside joke with that. So I think that's like an example. I think today, I can't think of any good examples, but like I think there's definitely a way to like reveal truth within this.
yeah.
Have you ever heard of the Yes Men? They're these guys. They like one of their big things is they impersonate people to like trick people to look like assholes, and they impersonated some like chemical like the PR of some chemical company. Got on the BBC and was like. And there was some like chemical accident in India like 20 years before that they were like, nope, that wasn't our fault, even though it was totally their fault. And they're like, oh no, now we're totally claiming full responsibility and we're gonna pay millions of dollars to clean up. And like, 2 hours later the company's like, that wasn't us, we hate those people. And they made them all look like total assholes. And the Yes Men I think is a really cool example of.
Yeah, check out Yes Men and the Married Pranksters.
Yeah.
Another one is those 2 comedians from Canada that pretended to be like the like the head of like France or something like that, and like he calls Sarah Palin and is like pretending to like, he's like, oh you and me have a lot in common, I love just killing animals, like, and she's like talking about hunting and stuff, and it's really funny. It goes on for like 5 minutes, and she's totally for it, and then like eventually like
She starts figuring it out.
Himself to her, and she like immediately hangs up with him.
One more, Adam, and then Adam's gonna go.
When you were looking into pranks, like specifically the victims of the pranks, how often did they take it in jest and see it as the joke that it was?
I think the majority of the time they take it in jest, especially because I did watch a lot of Jackass, so those guys are used to it. And then in other cases, for the most part they take it in jest, but sometimes they like freak out. Or like, I've been pranking Molly a lot the last week. But she's getting a little irritated with it. So like, I have seen it go not so well as well. So yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Cool.